I think it's a really exciting time at the moment for technology in education. Lots of people have often seen it as a bolt-on, but actually it's become a fundamental tool for teaching, learning, for the organisation, leadership, management of a school. It underpins what we're doing.
We're very fortunate in that we have access to a wealth of technology within our teaching. So all of our children have one-to-one devices, which in our case is a Microsoft Surface. We have various platforms that they use and we use to deliver our teaching. So things like Microsoft OneNote, Microsoft Teams, and lots of the other Microsoft apps as well.
I think technology is a game changer for dyslexic children in terms of helping them organisationally. There are so many tools that will help a child know exactly what it is they need to do and by when.
OneNote is where we would post all of the resources for our lessons, and the way our OneNote is built is that we have a term, and within that term we have a week, and within that week we have a day. The first page you'd see, child and teacher alike, would be the timetable of what's happening that day, and then all the resources for each lesson are within that as well. So it's a really clear signposted way for the children to access the resources that they're going to need for their lessons. We also use Microsoft Teams quite prolifically as well. We have our sort of general channel, but then we also create subject-specific channels. So we might have a channel for maths, a channel for English, a channel for Spanish. The teacher can post a sort of discussion post and the children can reply, which is a really nice way of giving all the children in the class a voice. They can also post if they need help in that channel, and then they can either get some peer-to-peer support or it just flags to us that they might need a little bit of help in the lesson. Within Teams, there are some fantastic apps. So we use Polly. If you were doing, for example, a history debate, you could straight away post that debate question live in the lesson, and then the children can log on and cast their vote yes or no. And there are some other fantastic things we use within Teams, like Planner, which helps the children to sort of organise their task lists and their to-do lists. So we would help them to build either daily or weekly task lists. And they love it because it makes a little noise when you go and tick it off, and it's really satisfying for them. They know exactly what task they need to achieve by the end of the week, and then they can go and sort of tick those off, and it helps them to organise their own learning. And then we also use things like digital inking to model things, which is really nice because it's live, so you can write something on your device and it's automatically projected behind you, and the children all have access to your notes and your workings from your teaching on their device as well.
Digital inking allows learners to get their thoughts down using a digital pen on the touch screen of their device, and it means that they can handwrite or do diagrams or draw in the same way they would with a normal analogue pencil or pen. But the option is there to be able to replay things and move forwards and backwards in what they've written. It allows them to take advantage of the multi-sensory approaches of using colour and using different emphasis tools to add graphic elements and copy and paste screenshots, to be able to brainstorm and use mind maps and concept maps and flow charts. Really helps, especially the dyslexic brain, to organise their thinking and their ideas.
Record your own response on Flipgrid and tell me what you think.
An interesting thing that we use here at our school is Flipgrid. It's a video platform. So I, as a teacher, can make a video, which is a sort of starter question, and then the children in my class can all record their responses. And that's just a really nice way, particularly for those shyer children. The fact that they're doing it into a computer just really takes down that wall, I think, and they feel a lot more confident to do it.
Is much closer to 3, isn't it?
We also record all of our lessons and upload them to Microsoft Stream. So if there's something that they want to go back to and re-watch, then they can absolutely do that. We also do quite a bit of pre-teaching as well. We might create a video or link to a video from another platform to develop their understanding before they even come into the lesson.
Traditionally, sitting in a lesson, hearing the teacher teach, having to make notes on them rapidly, missing half of what was there and then falling behind. Technology has transformed all of that.
For us as a school or as a trust, we've always made sure that the wider picture, the more holistic picture for a child is what's really, really important. But making sure the curriculum, really importantly, the curriculum is engaging and encompasses that broad and balanced approach of really good project-based, real-life, purposeful learning, which gets kids engaged and wanting to be here.
For the dyslexic children, I think the fact that they're able to remove so many of the barriers that they would normally find in a more traditional classroom where they don't have access to this technology, what it subsequently does is it allows their talents and their positive attributes to really, really shine through, which in turn just develops their confidence.
It is the job of schools and of teachers to give the very best opportunities for children. The skill sets that dyslexic children have are the skill sets of the future. If you can remove the barriers, those creative, problem-solving, resilient people can thrive and really succeed.